looking for a graphics card that you can actually game on and use Premiere Pro on, at the same time having it within a budget and not just out of stock everywhere you go, there is the 1080. So today, just jump right into today's video, seeing why the GTX 1080 is actually a really good card to buy right now if you say you don't have a graphics card or are looking for one temporary, as the 3000 series shortage. Retailing in the used market for around $500 to $700, depending on whether you find a good deal and the card that you do want in terms of whether it's the Founders Edition. This is actually quite a good deal considering that you're getting 8GB of GDDR5X memory with a Pascal architecture, compared to its more comparable RTX 2060 Super that can be found for around $700 there, upwards of that, and is also more expensive. Why would I say that the 2060 Super is a comparable card compared to the 1080? Well, in terms of performance, both of them are very similar in terms of gaming. The main differences between these two is that the 1080 doesn't have ray tracing technology, and this has slightly slower memory with GDDR5X instead of GDDR6 that the 2060 Super uses. As you can see in its overall performance benchmark through UserMark, you can actually tell that they're quite similar, just that it's basically a 2060 Super without RTX, which is what the 1080 is. Using it in games like Call of Duty Warzone and CSGO at 1440p resolution, I do find that in Warzone, without maxing out every single setting, I get about 100 FPS, though it's limited by its VRAM. And in CSGO, I get around 200 plus FPS, which is quite decent, I'll say, for a card that's pretty much 3 years old at this point, or more than that. In creative applications such as Premiere Pro CC 2021, it's actually quite good if it using its GPU copy and video encode engines to accelerate with rendering, and there's normal playback, which is quite good considering that it gives some use to this card in this day. It also uses the card's VRAM when rendering a 4K timeline to about almost close to 8GB, which is where its limitation is in terms of gaming as well. For the I/O ports of this card, you have one DVI, 3 DP and one HDMI, which give you excellent compatibility with older monitors if you say you have some that use DVI or some of them that use HDMI. However, there is a bit of a side note with these cards. If you're going to buy them, you can only buy them sort of used, so there's not much warranty left for cards that are more than 3 years old. Right, in the end, the GTX 1080 is actually still quite a relevant card, even though it's in 2021 and has been out for quite a few years, more than 3 years to be precise. I guess in the midst of this GPU shortage crisis and everybody is buying out the 30 series cards and there's very little 20 series cards also, as people are starting to inflate the price of those by buying them back after realizing, hey, I can't get my hands on the 3080 or 3070. Yeah, so with that, we've come to the end of the video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.